We come from different cities. We carry different last names. We've built different lives, followed different dreams, and traveled different paths. Some of us are educators. Some are business owners. Some serve our communities. Some are students, athletes, parents, and leaders. But before any of that, we are family. We are connected by something greater than where we live or what name appears on our driver's license. We are connected by our roots. And every year, these roots call us home.
So state your name, where you're from, and your connection to the Gordons.
My name is Fallon Gordon. I am the daughter of Linda and Eugene Gordon and the granddaughter of Albert and Essie Gordon.
My name is Linda Karis Gordon. I am from Estill, South Carolina, and I live in Newtown. I am the daughter-in-law of Albert Gordon, the wife of Eugene Gordon.
Rufus Gator Gordon. John Gordon is my father. They call him Bo Gordon. Born and raised right here in little Estill, South Carolina. What a place, what a time in life, y'all. We got a story to tell.
The Gordon family reunion began in 1976 in Chattanooga, Tennessee. What started as a small gathering of just 5 family members will become the foundation of a tradition that has connected generations for half a century. These 5 visionaries were the late Al Gordon, the late Clifford Gordon, the late Sadie Gordon, Andre Gordon, and Hattie Jones. During that first reunion, they shared a simple but powerful vision: reconnect more of the family and ensure that future generations would always know where they came from. The second gathering in Richmond, Virginia, welcomed even more relatives, and by the third reunion in Charleston, South Carolina, the family tradition had gained momentum. Year after year, more branches of the Gordon family tree found their way back to one another. Today, what began with 5 people has grown into a reunion that welcomes hundreds of family members from across the country. Though we now live in different cities, build different careers, and even carry different last names, we remain connected by something deeper: our shared roots, our shared family, and the legacy of the Gordon family. 50 years later, that vision lives on.
So when you hear the words Gordon family reunion, what's the first memory that comes to mind?
The first memory that comes to mind when I hear about that Gordon family reunion was back in the early 70s when we started having it here, because the first 2 or 3 wasn't here. They started in Tennessee, but then they may have had 1 or 2. But then they started coming here, home, in Estill, South Carolina, where the Gordon family comes from, right here in South Carolina, not specifically Estill, but right here in South Carolina. So I remember the early parts of the Gordon family reunion, and what a time. No air conditioning, heat, but plenty of food and plenty of fun.
We had hot dogs, we had sodas, we had barbecue, ribs and barbecue chicken, and I mean, it was the whole 9 yards. And we all had fun that day. We met a lot of family that we did not know, but it continued on down the road with us, and we enjoyed going and meeting families and eating and playing a little basketball game because it was in the gym.
And it probably felt like 120 degrees in the cafeteria, and family members would just be sitting all over each other. And there was probably air conditioning, but it didn't feel like it. There would be fans and there would be naps. And all we felt as children was, it was just love. And that was my earliest remembrance of a family reunion, being in a school cafeteria, but still having a lot of fun.
The first memory that comes to mind is 1979, when the first family reunion that I attended was in Estill at the Estill Training School. My son was a year old, and we went down. My father-in-law told us, come to the family reunion, so we went to the family reunion. My experience was nice. It was a lot of older people. They had a few games, but basically it was about coming together to have dinner. A lot of people was there, but it was more about just meeting people and having dinner.
I remember this person, I tell you, I think it was Clara. She always had a, what do you call that board? Clipboard. She had a clipboard the whole family reunion, and she was going through activity after activity after activity. I think that person was Clara, I'm not sure, but she was a very busy person at that time producing the family reunion.
What I remember most were the men, the Gordon men that I shook hands with, and the hands were so big. And I remember after that, my father would talk about, and my oldest brother, about how a lot of these men made a living. And it was in the logging industry, pulpwood, I think it was. And I just had this image of these men being very entrepreneurial, very successful in what they did, making a way for themselves and during a period that it was very difficult, particularly in the South. Over time, I began to appreciate more and more what those hands went through and how they set the stage for future generations.
When you talk about the Gordons, they carry that respect as a group of people who had the ability and the desire to get a business and to start a business and to operate a business. I was one of them. I did a restaurant, and naturally I call it Gators Restaurant. And my wife was the one who did all the hard work, but then the restaurant was named Gators Restaurant. So I got the name recognition, not the thing, but then the hard work was done behind the scenes with her and those great employees that we had over the years.
It's something that everybody just looks forward to. So even the older people, they're gonna be there regardless. And now we're just trying to find a way to get the young people to feel the same way. I know everybody didn't grow up going to the Gordon family reunion, but it's a tradition that our ancestors started. And I think it's something that we need to try to continue, because it's not many families that get together with as many people as we have and just have a good time.
To see us move from a cafeteria to the Sheridan Convention Center, and to see the evolution of families where we've evolved with the number, it's almost like you see it, but being a part of it, it's almost like mesmerizing. Like today, to see a sea of gold shirts like cover an entire hill.
In the beginning, there were 5 family members who planned this reunion. And each year, they would come down. We started coming back to Elster for a while and having a reunion. And each year, we would bring in new people. My main reason for that I think kept the family together is involving the young people. We started involving younger people and getting new ideas, and I think that's what really kept it together.
They made sure that we brought along the young people. Like me, I was young back in those days, so they made sure they brought the young people along with everybody to make sure that this thing can carry on. Now you see what happens when you got a group of people, 5, 6 people who wanted to see this Gordon family union grow. And it's 50 years now, so you gotta contribute the originators. You gotta say, oh man, wow, what a group of people.
I think the best thing that we have going and what helped us get to 50 is the love that the family has. Every family is gonna have its ups and its downs, but our family is deeply rooted in love, so we continue to keep showing up for ourselves and each other. We're not just saying that's my cousin. It's like, no, this is my cousin, but they're more like siblings. And I think that's what's gonna take us to 50 more.
People, first of all, they enjoy it. I think that going from state to state was a real winner. They almost treat it like a vacation. Put it on the calendar every year, and this is something you put on, you put on in your schedule. You have to go to the family reunion, and I think that's become a part of the family.
You're gonna have to give credit to the originators, Doc, Rhodey, Earl, missing some of the Fields family. All of them. I can't call them by name, so don't get upset when I don't call the names. But those are the people who started this.
Being a Gordon is just a way of life that I've become used to, and we get talked about, we get laughed at, we get, it's amazing that other family members want to be a part of the Gordons. So what is it really about the Gordons? I think we are a family of love, we are a family of dedication, we are a family of just resilience, we are a family of brilliance, we are a family of the Gordons do it and we do it right.
Being a Gordon is like a very special thing, because even like when we have our reunions and I go tell my friends about it and they're just like, y'all did what? Y'all had how many what? And y'all do this every year with the same numbers every year? Like, apparently this is something that's like not heard of at all, which is crazy. And for like me to be a part of something like this big, I mean, how could you not want to be part of something like this? So it's a good thing.
What it means to be a Gordon to me, it gives me a very strong sense of pride and family love. I was raised to represent that. It's basically, you learn it in sports. You play for the name on the front of the jersey, not the back. But in this case, I do everything for the family. It's all about that Gordon name.
I mean, honestly, for the younger generation, we have to show up. We have to keep it going. We have to spread it. We have to spread the news about it. We have to just make sure we get people attending every year and not making excuses about why they can't come, because the older generation started it off to get us to where we are, and it's our job to keep it going.
Even though I don't have children, I think it's important for everyone's kids to know who their family is. It's just, you have so many families out there that get crossed up because they don't know who their cousins are. And I just think it's important that you know who your family is. And my granddaddy always told us that you gotta know your family. So I just always thought that it was important getting to know my family. I come to the reunion, but I like to meet people also. So I'm not just there talking to the cousins that I've known my whole life. I want to meet the new people and get to know them and find out how they are connected to us, which is a reason why I work on the family tree.
I think with that game, you're just kind of building that bond, with your cousins, especially like you don't get to see these people every day, every week, every month, So when we're out there playing that youth versus wisdom game, that's an opportunity, to build that relationship with folks that you don't know nothing about, And there's just no telling, once you build that relationship, there's no telling what can come from that.
Family rules was, all right, go ahead, go play with your cousins. And I could remember it being so many kids my age. It was just so many of us that we just spent those moments together, from the, God bless the Joeys, the Lamars, the Kareems, the Travises. Like, those are the guys that I came up under and with, and it was always just enough. We could play football games, basketball games. We got full games going to each other, and that was just one of the greatest things for me in the summertime.
That's the best part of the banquet, to be honest. And I think Gator makes the state-to-state rally fun and exciting.
When you say state-to-state rally, everybody, all the Gordons are getting ready. They're getting ready. They're digging into their pocket, trying to see how much they're going to give and what's going to happen.
I'm always salty because South Carolina wins a lot. I've always tried to come up with a plan so that Florida could win, but it has never worked.
And of course, South Carolina is going to be there. And sometimes we kind of relax a little bit to let the other states win. But South Carolina is the muscle.
That's our way of giving back to the students that have done good on their throughout the school year. And I just love the way that our family pulls together, not just with the state-to-state rally. There have been times when we've had family members going through crisis.
But it's a great purpose why we do it, so it's fun, and you know, I hope that it gets bigger and better, to be honest.
But the state-to-state rally, you guys, is the ultimate. That is the ultimate, the state-to-state rally with us getting up there, talking trash, yelling, and getting ready and giving the money. Gordons give the money.
The Gordon family reunion is the best thing since sliced bread.
The Gordon family is larger than life, for sure.
The best part of my summer.
The ultimate of family reunions. Show me another one in this country that can do 400 to 500 people at the 50th. You find one and then you log it in if you wanna, but you're gonna be hard pressed to find a family that's so committed to having a family reunion every year, every year. Other families have one every other year, every 3 years or something like that, but the Gordons were committed to doing it every year, and every year you guys show up. Don't stop it, don't change it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Don't even try to fix it.
The Gordon family reunion is one of a kind. The Gordon family reunion is all that it is because of the people and the hearts of the people that's involved in it. And our ancestors has instilled that into us, and we will never let the legacy down of the Gordon family reunion.